Remember, there's only room for one sovereign at a time, not two. So you can't be the same as the sovereign if you're the Prince of Wales or the heir.
At exactly midnight, while most of the world was asleep, something may have happened inside Buckingham Palace that could quietly reshape the future of the British monarchy forever.
No cameras.
No balcony appearance.
No dramatic announcement.
Just a king.
A signature?
And a decision that insiders believe was anything but accidental. Because according to royal reports, King Charles III is preparing for a future far beyond his own reign. And at the center of that plan is one royal almost nobody talks about. A shy teenager most people wouldn't recognize in a crowd. A boy who spent years quietly standing in the background of royal photographs while the headlines focused on everyone else.
But now?
That forgotten royal may suddenly be one of the most important people in the monarchy's future. His name is James, Earl of Wessex. And according to palace insiders, he may be about to become Prince James. Now, if your first reaction is, wait, who? That's exactly the point. Because unlike nearly every modern royal, James has spent most of his life completely outside the chaos.
No scandals. No controversies. No explosive interviews.
No desperate chase for attention. And in today's monarchy, that might make him more valuable than anyone realizes. Let's rewind for a second. James, Earl of Wessex, was born on December 17, 2007, at Frimley Park Hospital in Surrey. He is the son of Prince Edward and Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, making him the youngest grandson of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. Technically, James was always a prince. Most people don't know that. Under royal law established in 1917 by King George V, all male-line grandchildren of a monarch automatically qualify for the title Prince and the style His Royal Highness. So the title was already his, waiting, hidden in plain sight. But then something unusual happened. His parents made a choice that shocked royal watchers at the time. They decided not to use the prince title for their children. Think about how rare that is. Inside one of the most status-driven institutions on earth, two senior royals voluntarily stepped away from prestige for the sake of their kids. And according to Sophie herself, the reason was simple. They wanted James and his sister, Lady Louise Windsor, to grow up understanding they might actually need real careers someday. Not endless privilege. Not automatic importance. Real life. And that decision may have quietly created exactly the kind of royal the monarchy desperately needs right now. Because while other royals dominated headlines, James stayed almost invisible. He focused on school, education, routine.
No social media circus.
No tabloid drama. Just quiet discipline. And ironically, that calm, grounded upbringing may now make him priceless to the future king. Because here's the reality nobody inside the palace can ignore anymore. The monarchy is running out of people. Not literally.
Strategically.
Think about the current situation. King Charles III is battling cancer. Queen Camilla continues carrying major duties. Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, are increasingly becoming the public face of the institution. Meanwhile, older royals are aging out of active service. And the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left a gap much bigger than the palace expected. A gap in visibility. A gap in workload. A gap in the future structure of the monarchy itself. Because here's something most people don't realize. Being a working royal isn't just waving from balconies. It's hundreds of appearances every year. Hospital openings, military ceremonies, state dinners, charity events, international visits. The monarchy survives through visibility. And visibility requires people. Reliable people. That's why royal historians are suddenly paying attention to James. Because he represents something extremely rare inside the modern monarchy. Freshness, without controversy. Now here's where things become really interesting. On December 17, 2025, James turns 18, an adult. And according to royal tradition, that changes everything. Because once he reaches adulthood, the decision to formally use the title Prince can finally move forward publicly. And insiders believe Charles may be preparing to do exactly that. Not casually, not symbolically, strategically. Because this isn't just about giving a teenager a fancier title. This is about preparing reinforcements for the future reign of William and Catherine. And palace insiders reportedly know it. Think 10 years ahead. Prince George of Wales, Princess Charlotte of Wales, and Prince Louis of Wales will still be young. Not fully ready to carry the institution alone. At the same time, Edward, Sophie, and Princess Royal will all be significantly older. So, who fills the gap between generations? Who supports William and Catherine while George slowly grows into his future role? That's where James enters the picture. Quietly,
Carefully.
deliberately. And the timing of all this? Not accidental. Since Charles became king, every major move has pointed toward one thing: a smaller monarchy, but a stronger one. Look at the pattern. Prince Andrew is pushed completely out of public royal life. Harry and Meghan stepped away. Charles elevated Edward to Duke of Edinburgh. William and Catherine have been handed increasing responsibilities and influence. Every move feels connected, like pieces on a chessboard slowly shifting into position. And now James may be the next piece. But here's what makes this story even more fascinating. James wasn't raised like a future celebrity royal. He was raised almost like a normal teenager. And that difference matters. Because after everything the monarchy has gone through in recent years, normal suddenly looks very attractive. Reliable looks valuable. Quiet looks powerful. And maybe that's exactly why Prince William reportedly trusts this direction. Because William understands something deeply personal now. The monarchy cannot survive on drama forever. It needs stability. People the public can trust. Figures who don't constantly generate controversy. Which brings us back to the bigger question. What happens if James accepts this role fully? Because once someone steps into official royal life, everything changes. Privacy disappears. Scrutiny increases. Expectations become relentless. And suddenly the quiet teenager nobody noticed becomes part of the future machinery of the crown itself. But maybe that's exactly why Charles wants him. Because unlike many others, James hasn't been shaped by fame. He's been shaped by patience,
Discipline.
restraint, the very qualities the monarchy may need most in the years ahead. So watch this story carefully, because what looks like a simple title change may actually be something much bigger. A king preparing for the next era, a future monarch building his support system, and a forgotten royal quietly stepping out of the shadows, just as the monarchy realizes it may desperately need him.